Hello, everybody. I hope you are all happy and healthy and in the truest space for you. I just wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you to the Introducing Your True Self program. But instead of just being like an hour online and jumping on and having to watch a whole video and then do this or that, it's just going to be done in little bite-sized videos. So it might be one day there's just a new perspective on something or a new concept. It might be that there's a tool that might be useful to be shared. So it's just going to be little snippets here and there. So it's a lot more receivable and manageable within our ever busy lives. So, and which is why one of the main reasons as to why I've sort of come to creating this program when I did was because I found, we're all so busy that we don't necessarily always have the time to process what's going on in here and get to know ourselves on that deeper level, because we've got to get this done, all this done, and we don't even have 5 minutes to sort of just be present to what's even taking place within our minds, let alone trying to work through some things. And so it's about sort of getting to know ourselves a little, I guess. And I know we all know ourselves probably better than anyone else knows us, but there's little things that we don't necessarily know. And, what we're really passionate about, if we don't have time for passions, if ways that we can address certain things within ourselves that we might not necessarily be aware of because we haven't had the time to process those thoughts as yet. And because we often, how many times do we ask ourselves the question why, when, how? We throw so many questions at ourselves every day, but how often do we really give ourselves the time to come to a clear and true answer? And we've got so many external influences as well, just trying to turn off the chaos from that, whether it's from what the media will tell you we should be doing, what friends will be, what society will be, there's so many different factors that we take into consideration because we're so bombarded with external influence, be it through the TVs or our phones or connections with people or the way that society is or what's seen as normal, the beliefs and the doubts that we have in ourselves and the confidence that we have to make choices based on what's best for us, or whether we're doing it based on what's best for everybody else. So, there's lots of questions that we ask ourselves, but a lot of opportunities that we miss because we don't necessarily have the space or the confidence to make or allow ourselves an answer. And often, we can look to others for that guidance. Some people, you might jump online, you might have somebody that's really helped you, read a book, talk to a friend. There's different things that we can use that are external to us. Yet there's a lot that we already have within us as well. And even sometimes some people use meditation. I do. Yet it's one of those things that so often people try and sort of turn off their mind or go sort of in order to hear their mind. And it's like, it's not about turning off the mind. Our minds, our brains are the most powerful, incredible gifts that we will have in this lifetime, and nurtured and looked after and respected and valued, they can be magical. And so it's not about turning off our minds, because they literally dictate us, our lives, how we experience something. It's all done through the mind. We can all be at the same place and experience it very differently. Some people might be at the beach and they're like, oh, I love it, it's so beautiful, and look at this and look at that. And others are like, oh, I hate the sand and it's windy and the water's too cold and I just want to go home, I don't like being out here. And that will be because of different things with them. So everyone's going to experience things differently. And so what we experience, even physically, is all determined how we experience it in our mind. And so it's not about turning our mind off, because it's sort of like turning off our reality. And we don't have to do that. It's more of what I like to share is about bringing more power into using your mind and your brain as a powerful, purposeful tool, and giving it more opportunities in your life, as opposed to dismissing so much of what's taking place in there. You know, it holds our imaginations, our memories, our experiences, our beliefs. There's everything going on in there. And so before we go trying to escape it, it's really nice to get to know it a little bit. And so that's why it's the Introducing Your True Self program, because it's not about changing your true self or becoming your true self. It's simply about introducing your true self and really just getting to know a little bit more about what's going on within us. And I appreciate we are evolutionary beings. Through history, we have continued to evolve, and we will forever continue to evolve, be that through different eras or be that through our own life and our experiences. Evolution is certain. So things will always evolve. So it's not about change. It's not about doing things quickly. It's not about, be the perfect you or anything like that. It's simply tools and different sort of concepts that I've connected into through myself that have really shifted my state of being and my entire life. And so, yes, I just thought I would share some of them.